Valvano had.
Hey man, I ain't gonna be supplying you talking about my.
I know. And then on top, look, I'm just better without them. I'll just use those for callers. But then on top of that, I forgot my microphone cover. But it's all right. It's okay. I'm ready to go. It's postseason week. Unfortunately, we have a loss to talk about on Saturday, but it still doesn't change the fact it's postseason week. Records are 0-0. If you want that coach speak from me, I don't really want to do that, but 0-0. Everybody's got the same
goal. Brian Hall in the booth. Brian, what's going on, my man?
Nothing too much. Had a good weekend. Actually, real quick, wanted to say, Tailspin Ale Fest was a good time on Saturday. Got out there. We're a sponsor. We had our own tent this year. It actually was a 93.9 ESPN Louisville tent, and we had the game on all day for the Louisville fans, and people were in and out of our tent.
That can't be on the table.
I heard it was an awesome time.
It was a good time.
Time out.
But
time out on everything.
Y'all having issues in there?
Hey, man. Hey, listen, y'all.
It's Monday.
Whoever uses this studio on the weekends, you're going to have to either learn how to adjust the volumes or get a producer who knows what they're doing. Because I'm tired of coming in here on Monday mornings and the whole process is screwed up. You turn your headphones up to full volume, and I bet you still don't have enough sound.
No, I don't.
Okay, you want me to give you guys a little more? I can give you some more.
Yeah, do that. Just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Does that work? Yeah. Okay, that's actually good, and I can adjust from there.
Okay, I'm perfect.
Man. Okay, let's go, Steve. Virginia. Oh, yeah, you had to cut it down. Virginia, Louisville, Virginia, Louisville at Virginia going into the game. So much to play for.
And by the way, real quick, watch how y'all pulled my fan out the wall. Bent my thing. Yeah.
I bought a fan for the studio, and y'all are just yanking it out, and you're bending the plug already. Have some respect for other people's property who leave it in here for everybody to enjoy. Thank you.
I'm installing cameras in this new studio if we get it. I think they're over there measuring for it now. So
I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one of those USB wall.
I'm going to have a little pin. There's going to be pins sitting around. They're going to be cameras.
Just to find out who's doing what. Actually, I don't want to know who's doing what. Not that you mentioned. Okay. So much to play for. Chance for a share at the ACC title. I think Coach Mack still had a outside Coach of the Year kind of shot going into there. You just had so much to play for. Now, I'll just ask you the question to get us started. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line. So much to play for. How big of a loss was that? I mean, is it a loss momentum-wise moving forward? Is it a loss retroactively? You had so much to play for. Is it a pressure game where you wanted a good performance and a team facing a tough spot? Like, where does the loss kind of sit with you on the Richter scale?
Okay, 8150-939 on this, because this is a question you're posing to me that I need posed to everyone listening to us too. How do you feel coming off that loss? Because I'm weird. I'm aggravated because I'm like, you should go in there and win. I think you're better than Virginia. Mm-hmm. You had a lot on the line. I'm also aggravated at how the last 3 minutes went, or so 3-4 minutes went. But I'm also kind of
big picture guy,
positive on like something, and this team has gotten me more negative than any team in human history. Like I've never gotten.
This is a good confession.
Yeah, I've never been to the places that this team has taken me, because usually with Louisville, I'm always like, okay, well, yeah, they lost, but by the next morning, it's like, all right, move on. This team, I mean, I've went like full, just like I'm out. Y'all can't win anything. You can't win anything. But
and that's coming from a place of
what?
Of expectation.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. But here's the problem. I watched that game, And I'm totally willing for you guys today. You can argue me down on this or whatever. I'm just curious.
Steve, he's too positive about
I'm curious how everybody feels. Okay, let me get this out of the way really quick, and I'll say it once, and then I'll never talk about it again for the rest of the show. The calls were terrible. They were just terrible. They were terrible. Virginia could do whatever they wanted to. Diakite specifically could do whatever he wanted to. They were calling the absolute worst call. I mean, we were being aggressive. We were doing what you say they have to do to get calls, and they weren't getting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Listen, remember that too. Remember that statement. Like, you attack the basket, but you're just now starting to do it, which means psychologically our team doesn't buy into the keep attacking, and you'll start getting the calls. That's one of them. I talked about it earlier in the year. I said one of the hardest things in the world to do, and the easiest thing in the world to do, is tell somebody to be tougher. Tell somebody to play through officiating.
Yeah.
The easiest thing in the world is, hey, don't worry about the calls.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? The hardest thing in the world to do is to have somebody run over you, you fall down, they score the bucket, and they smack the ball almost at you, right?
Yeah.
And like, everybody who's played basketball knows the feeling of somebody getting a bucket on you and you falling.
Yeah.
And you feel so stupid and weak, right?
Yes.
And your team is there and they're picking you up, and they got a look on their face like, let me help you up, because you got trucked, right?
Yeah.
And then I go down and I return the favor, and the guy falls, you know what I'm saying, off minimal contact, and the referee, blows his whistle, and then they snatch the ball from me, and they say, charge, dumbass, go the other way.
Yes.
And you're supposed to just go back and do it again.
I know.
You know, it's a very, very, very difficult thing to do. And yeah, to your point, I'll give Diakite credit. That first play of the game, that bucket, he screamed. This set the tone.
Yeah.
He screamed, got that bucket, I think got his own rebound, got the ball slapped away, got the bucket, screamed, smacked the ball loose, and somehow our bench got a warning.
I know.
Think about that, people.
Now listen, we love Diakite.
Yes.
We've loved him since he was a sophomore.
Yes.
So let's put that out there. Like, I am a big fan of his.
Yes.
And as a sophomore,
I'm sideways giving him props right now.
Yeah, because me and you, when he was a sophomore coming off the bench, we were like, God, that dude's awesome. Like, man, when David Padgett was, we were like, I love that Diakite dude.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're not coming
one
from a
job,
spot where I
one
dislike
mission,
him.
one goal. He went for it. Catch, dunk, catch, block, help, dunk, block. It was a simple, efficient.
Why is it so hot?
You mean the temperature?
Yes.
Oh no, you're hiding in a sweater and
I'm wearing shorts. I've got shorts up my thigh.
That was such a delegation move, Steve. It's not that cold though.
We have DFH.
That's not hot yet.
My legs don't get cold.
No, yeah, everybody's hoop has been like that. Okay, but you get my point. He does that from the very beginning. He does that, Steve. Smacks the ball loose, screams. Think about that. You smack the ball after you score back a bucket. That's a delay of game call. I don't know where. I hope I'm wrong and the commentators misunderstood it, right? I hope they misunderstood and it was a delay of game call on Diakite. But they said the bench got a warning. I was like, oh my God, that's a terrible start for a game.
Yes. But
Diakite, to his credit, he was the aggressor. And here's the thing. I called Steve at some point to listen to him screaming, and the way he was talking to the refs and the way he was talking to the coaches. He was just the alpha male on that court.
I agree.
Part of me feels like, you can't let him do that, but that feels whiny.
But here's the problem too. It doesn't bother me because I think he's the alpha male on about any court.
Oh, and
that's why I'm kind of okay.
And he
with
behaved
that.
like it.
Yeah. That's why I'm okay with that, because the way you called this the other day, the way he even speaks to the officials, is like
look right in the eye. Hey, ref, that's a BS call.
Yeah,
even the coaches who do that, the coaches who start the game like, hey, that was crap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are the guys that just they get more respect over time because the referees know you're going to be a problem, and it's like, you kick me out early in the season, but if I see you again, I bet you won't kick me out again.
Right,
that kind of stuff.
Right. So I mean, like, I just have to at least throw out. It got rough.
Okay.
I make Marcus Maben one of my statements that make him sick to his stomach, because we have a couple from each other that's like, when you say it's just like, oh, is I'll say to him, Virginia gets up 10, they might as well be up 30. Like, it's just like I'm like I check out when I see Virginia up double digits.
It sounds like urban myths.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. Except this is just a true urban myth. So this is like Bigfoot, but, well, I don't know. There's people in Bullitt County, so they see me. We can talk about that later. But
we will.
Oh, that's a conversation. This team got down. Everything.
Bullitt County.
Yeah, Bigfoot.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah. What this team did to come back in Charlottesville to tie the game up is impossible. You can't do it. I'm still not convinced they did it. And here's the thing. They didn't do it by just, but Louisville hit 13 threes in a row. It was crazy. It was something we've never saw before. They just stopped Virginia from scoring and started scoring.
But like you said, not haymakers.
Yeah, just a methodical comeback. There was a point in that game, and I don't do this very often because I'm Mr. like, no, either win or I'm pissed. But there was a point in that game where I was like,
okay, I can deal with the result.
No matter what happens, I'm kind of impressed. You do add on Malik Williams not being healthy. You add on all that, but there's multiple things I'm going to get to today, because I could start going down player that I kind of left, and that's why, and I know we're about to go to the phone lines, but that's why I opened it up to the callers. Like, was it just me, or did everybody kind of leave that game like, man, there's still something, they're not quite there, but man, I feel like they kind of took a step closer to that in a loss.
Reggie, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Start us off right.
Steve, I feel exactly how you feel, man. They could have tanked it in. They could have went in, got blown out. But I was on the grill. I went out, seen it was down 13. I was like, oh man, this game's over. I was like, oh Lord.
Right.
So come back in, it's tied. I'm like, oh, let me sit down. I'm out here grilling for the family. Mother-in-law's birthday. They didn't kick me out, and I'm watching the game on my phone. So I come back in the house, and man, I think I came back in on the play where Steve got mugged, and they didn't call a foul. I was like, oh, Lord, here we go. So I don't feel bad about Saturday's loss. It's a clean slate. It's postseason. But I do feel like they're getting it a little bit, by attacking the basket, keep attacking the basket. But I think we'll be good, fellas, man. Y'all have a good day.
No, listen, I appreciate the call. That description of him grilling and leaving and cooking for mother-in-law and getting kicked out because he's acting.
Oh, I know.
That's so Louisville.
No, it's awesome.
That's just so.
I went and started. I just started doing other stuff. My son was in the living room, and I didn't want my son to see me say, son, Virginia's up 10, 12, 13.
Yeah, right.
It's over.
You don't want to make loser statements.
Yeah, especially about Louisville, because he's in the fandom. Like his fandom is really ratcheting up right now.
Robbie, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Hey guys, so when I was watching this game, I really was mad because our bad offense made our good defense look like subpar. And I didn't know if you guys got that feeling about this game, but also what bothered me was on offense, it looks like, and I don't know why, but to me, we don't do hardly any off-ball screens. And I don't know if that's just a product of our offense or I'm just missing it. I didn't know what you guys had to say about that, so I'll listen to you guys.
No, Robbie, that's a good call, because they were good on defense. I thought, now Virginia had a little spurt there, but Virginia's little run where they pushed it out, they started, it was coming from us turning the ball over at the top of the key and them getting easier buckets. as far as defensively, we were pretty good.
And Robbie, here's just a little thing you can eyeball. Or this is something you're just gonna have to acknowledge. When I complain about the off-ball screens, or lack thereof, or not being effective, here's the thing: a lot of those are designed to keep the defense occupied while I attack. We don't really have a lot of like ball handling, like dribble penetration, right?
Yeah.
So unless it's coming from the top from David, like Jordan doesn't really nobody has crossovers or nobody has a lot of moves to get to the basket. So you're not really occupying on the backside. Now, like I said, if you had a couple of guys who can move, who can move and shifty and have a little wiggle to them, that the offside screening would be more effective. The spacing that Coach Mack has would be more effective. Like I said, so right now, like I said, during the season, you have watched a guy try to take advantage of a shooting team that doesn't really have a lot of guys with wiggle.
Yeah,
and it feels that's why sometimes it feels clumsy. But to him, Coach Mack, I'm referring to, it's still about defense.
Yeah,
So giving my guys confidence on the offensive end is the battle I want. Yeah, and on defense, that's why I substitute, and that's why I monitor the defensive side a lot more. I play guys I trust on defense. And that's the number one tier as far as playing time, because I know some people are kind of giving Coach Mack a hard time about about all the quote unquote mismanagement or mistakes or whatever your opinion is. But here, you can't have an opinion about the mistakes without acknowledging how great of a job he did at so many places. And I'm gonna play something a little later on that is gonna be kind of the disclaimer when we talk about Coach Mack moving forward. Victor, thanks for joining us on 93.9 with St. Mine.
Hey, love the show, guys. Love the show.
Appreciate it, man.
Down 13, I was with you guys. I said, it's over with. It's a wrap. Very impressive the way they came back and tied the score. And at that point, I said, if we take the lead, we're going to win this game. I thought Perry played well defensively, hit a big three. I thought Fresh played well defensively as well. But the problem with this team is we don't have enough. We only have one creator. 1.5. David Johnson and half of Nora, I guess. When you tie it up, you go down. Fresh can't get anything going. I don't know if guys can't get open or if they're not trying to get open. They're leaving them at a bad spot. I don't know if that's coaching, but it's happened too many times. Way too many times. So at that point, Fresh played. They got you there. Playing small ball. They tied it up 51-all. David Johnson didn't have one of his better games, but you got to put him in. He's the only one that can create his own shot. So that's going to be the Achilles heel for this team. You only have one creator, and that's not very good. So, I'll hang up and listen. Thanks, guys.
Oh, Victor, listen, I appreciate the call. Again, it's this whole game and this whole Louisville late season is such a steak dinner. It's like, which bite do you want first? Like, which side of it?
Yeah. See, that's a good point, man, because you almost don't know where to go. The only reason I started positive was because I felt like for me there was a little more of that leaving that game. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, there's so many different angles, and what he's saying, one creator is one of them.
Ulysses, thanks for joining us on 93.9 with St. Mine.
Good morning, gentlemen. A couple of things. First of all, piggybacking off of what the last gentleman said, it was pretty doggone impressive for us coming back with that team that we had to do that coming back. I mean, we played small ball. That was incredible. I thought that was incredible, personally. Now, I don't know about anybody else. But that lineup, with the way the Virginia was playing, we were balling then. My concern is as follows. First, I'm sorry, I love Coach Mack, but he cannot be getting technical for those type of technical fouls. I'm sorry. That could have been the difference in the game, right there. You can't get those kind of technical fouls. I just don't agree with it. I mean, some coaches take technical fouls just to get their teams motivated. And sometimes that worked, but I know he got upset
listen,
about.
would you rather have him just got kicked out the game or try to get kicked out and had to go back to the sideline?
No. I'm gonna tell you that game was too pivotal. That game was too key to make any kind of mistake. You can't afford. Sadly, you can't afford to make too many mistakes in games like that. That was those points were. How many points? It was a 5-point swing, 4 or 5 point swing right there. That's the difference in the game. That's major, dude. I'm sorry, but it is major. Fresh dribble. Now that was like scoped out about 5 or 6 games ago by the coach for Florida State. All they do is just dribbling around. We got to get the ball moving. What we would do was moving the ball. We can't necessarily doing a whole bunch of ISOs against a team like that because we're too predictable at that point. Marcus, what do you think?
Appreciate the call. I think that his intentions weren't to continuously dribble. He's hung up. Fresh Kimball's hung up in between going Fresh Kimball, my ability, and trying to create something for these good players on my team. And that's what it looks like. You know, you get a pick and a switch, and you're like, okay, I can take them, but you know you're not confident. So he's kind of like caught in between that. Like, there's no question that Fresh Kimball, did not perform well down the stretch. But he wasn't. Put it this way: he wasn't purposely just trying to dribble the shot clock. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
And Coach Mack has trusted Fresh Kimball in a lot of tough situations, and he has delivered a lot of big shots in tough situations.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna hang the big, dribble out. I'm gonna say, Coach, what I'm saying, maybe the timeout, maybe the,
But I am tired of watching it.
Yeah. Oh no.
In the same breath, like it's one of them things where it's like, okay, like maybe not, but I am getting tired.
And okay, Texas says
Sweeney just gave us an L's down.
Of course he did. Listen, Texas says just pass the ball, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I passed the ball to Jordan. What happens? What happens when I pass the ball? No, don't overthink it, Steve. I'm gonna pass the ball to Jordan on the wing. What happens?
I mean, he's either gonna shoot or
pass it right back.
Pass it right back.
I'm gonna pass the ball to Darius on the wing. What is he gonna do?
Yeah, probably the same.
I'm gonna pass the ball to Ryan McMahon on the wing. What is he gonna do?
Yeah, shoot or pass it back.
I'm gonna pass the ball to Steven Enoch. If he didn't have secure position right under the basket.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do? Pass it back out.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna double team him and he's gonna pass it back out.
Yeah.
Fresh is one of the guys on the court that's the closest to even being able to dribble and hit the shot off the dribble.
Well, then put somebody in that can.
Yes.
Now that would be my argument. You know what I'm saying?
But we're still on the premise of Coach Mack trusts, the older defensive player.
Well, and I think that's where, as time goes on, we're going to grow with Coach Mack, and I think he's going to change. Or a part where he has to change because, look, at the end of the day, you should have won that game.
Yes.
Okay, you tied it back up. You had 5 possessions to take the lead or extend the lead. You should have won the game. Like, so I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that out of the equation. That's why I say you can't just go full like, well, it's all positive, because it's like. No, even though I am pretty happy with how they came back, with how they fought back, with some of the things I saw in the game, personnel-wise and going forward, you should have won that. And it's like, at some point, man, I mean, I'm literally with my son in the living room, and I feel like a coach. I'm screaming at the TV. I'm like, who's going to do it? Who's going to be the one to make a play? Who's going to make a play? And then, of course, my son's over there like, Jordan? I don't know who's gonna do it, and I'm like, right. I don't know. Like, he's asking me, like, and I'm like,
and what is Max saying?
Probably the same thing I'm saying.
The 100% exact same.
Who's gonna make a play? Look, this is. We've had multiple chances here. Who's gonna step up and make a big shot?
You know what? I want you to hold on to the who's gonna make a thought or who's gonna make a play thought. I'm gonna take this phone call. I'm gonna go right back to that. Green Bay Denny, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Good morning, fellas. I'm not happy. This, just to be totally honest, I am not happy with this team. I'm not happy with this coach. I'm not happy with Fresh. Fresh just pounds the ball to death. We talk about it over and over again. Y'all try to make license for him, but for a fifth-year senior, go do something. Everybody knows what he's going to do, so they stand there and watch him. And can we not learn to get a play to get the ball to Enoch? He played unbelievable. Can we not try to get him the ball in the last 5 minutes of the game? Coach Mack makes too much money for the last 5 minutes of this game we just want to pound the ball and pray that we shoot up a shot. I'm just so frustrated watching this team. I'm more frustrated watching this team than I was the David Pelton era. So I just want to, you know what I'm saying? It's like we've got too much talent. And let me say this before you get me off here. Perry played unbelievable this game. As much as we dog him, I'm telling you, Perry helped bring us back. And I'm gonna get off here and listen to you.
No, I appreciate the call.
Listen, I'm okay. I'm okay with that call because
that's kind of the point too.
I think that Green Bay Denny is just emotional in that first half of the call. That's why I wasn't just like, no, you're cut you off. You're wrong. Even though I don't agree totally with some of the stuff, I do agree with him with Darius Perry, and that'll be something.
But here's the point. Here's the exact point.
Yeah.
I understand. I don't agree with the decision not going with David Johnson early, right? Mm-hmm. But I agree with the psychology of the fact that you think Darius Perry played good was because of how good it was defensively. Mm-hmm. He didn't necessarily get steals or anything, but he forced tough shots and he made everybody uncomfortable. Think about that. You saw that on the court as a smart fan base, and you said he only hit 1 3, and he still played excellent. You know?
Yeah.
I hate looking at that. That was the Cowboys running over Detroit.
$33 million. If Dak don't take that, make him leave. Make him
pack
leave.
His bag.
Seriously, like if dude, we're offering you $33 million. If get out, get out. I don't even want to look at you.
So here's the thing: the psychology of I'm going with the dude. Look, we're gonna have a guy that scores, but Fresh and Darius make the least mistakes on defense, right?
Yeah.
I'll agree with that, right?
Uh-huh.
Making no stops is why you felt like you were in the game, right?
Yeah.
Biggest David Johnson guy on the planet. It still starts off with the psychology of the team. Brian Hall. Okay, you get my sound ready because I wanna discuss this is awesome.
I know. Get pumped.
I want to discuss, your general opinion on how the game was coached, right? And again, I'll open up the phone lines 8150-939. Here's the thing, and this is not me sugarcoating, because Steve can vouch for this. What was my statement on the message I sent you?
Good to go.
I sent you a video, Steve, and this is at my angriest.
Yeah.
What did I say?
With
Coach Mack.
With Coach Mack.
Yep. I'll let people hear the sound, and you listen to this sound, and then you watch a replay of the game, and a lot makes sense. Here's the thing, people. Coach Mack is an absolute animal underneath, right? So, while we're going to be in the mood to criticize a 3-minute stretch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that team, that fight to come back, that no quitting of Virginia, killed the psychological beast.
Yeah.
He put that in there. Mm-hmm. That's not a team that used to do that at all.
Right.
Like he's upgraded their aggressive mentality. I saw a video and I forgot about the video, and they probably would hate me playing this video sound. But do you think it'll be okay to play the sound?
Yeah.
Okay. This coach, this is the attitude that this coach has when he plays games. Like when he sends his team out here to play, and I want to play this sound before I talk any more about this coach. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, I've never had a kid tell me to F off 3 times before.
That's Mick Cronin.
During the game and after the game. You know who it was. The same guy that always does every game.
Did you guys...
15 years I've been a head coach. Okay, 5 years with Hugs, 2 with Coach Patino. I've never seen anything like it.
will you guys talk afterwards or talk again?
There's nothing to talk about. Where I come from, there's nothing to talk about. And if he was playing for me, he wouldn't play. He wouldn't play for me.
I know one thing. The narrative is not going to be J.P. McCura and Mick Cronin. It's not going to be the narrative. Because there are two sides to the story. There are two sides to the story. There was a reason that their coach was issued a technical in the game. There's a reason for that. I know that reason because the official told me what happened. So I'm not going to have the narrative be anything other than us playing better than Cincinnati and beating Cincinnati today. Beating. As far as he would never play on my team, I'm going to go back to 2009 and 2010 when I was the head coach. And Lance Stevenson in front of me, right in front of me, called me the N-word 3 times and said, F you. After the game, guess what I did? I shook his hand. I shook his hand. That's it. That's it. There is no narrative. There is no narrative. We won. A year ago, we got our ass kicked. Guess what Max said? Got our ass kicked. Shook hands. I'll answer questions about that, about the game. I'm not answering any questions about he said, she said, when there's two sides to the story.
Let's not forget that that's the dude in your locker room right now.
Right.
That's the dude that, like, there's absolutely no excuses.
Yeah.
In his environment.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's the guy who says.
You think Lance Stevenson already said that?
I guarantee Lance Stevenson said that. You kidding me?
I was kidding.
Oh.
It was a joke.
Yeah, I'm more than comfortable saying I guarantee Lance Stevenson said that. Here's the thing. Start off with Coach Mack with that kind of attitude.
Yeah.
There is no excuses. Like, I'm putting the guys that I trust to lock down on defense. Everything else, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you some sets. I'll give you some motion. The rest, I'm putting in your hands. Like, we will go to war together. We're not going to out-strategize everybody. I'm trusting you, Fresh, to be able to get a good look. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I'm not going to sit there and yell, Fresh, 146, well, you know, with 2 minutes and 12 seconds. If we call a timeout, look, I'll draw something up.
Sure.
You know, or you know, dead ball possession. You know, we'll figure. You know, we'll draw something up.
Sure.
But get used to his style of getting his team ready to play, and then going to play.
Yeah.
Not comfortable watching the guys run a beautiful cross screen execute. That's not him. That is not him. And again, he's not going to give the excuse.
Yeah.
Of you know. Anything. This guy had no. Fresh. You got to get it done.
Yeah.
You're a point guard. You screen left, screen right. That's a simple thing. You got to be able to beat your man. You got to be able to get a good shot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Get used to that before you just say, this guy, and the new attitude of this team is credit to him. On a daily basis, coaching that stuff.
Yeah, no, I think so. I mean, and like I said, when you hear that, and then you kind of I get the attitude of his teams,
right.
You know, and that's what I say. I mean, you don't come back from down that many points in Charlottesville against a team that plays that way, who's playing pretty good. You know, I mean,
that's the attitude that keeps me sane. When I know I'm going to march my team out there,
I know
in March.
I know,
literally.
Yeah, it's why you just can't give up. You know, like even when
or why you not willing to give up? Like,
yeah,
you've had teams that you've been willing to give up on. You know what I'm saying? And this one, it's like no, there's some fights. Like I said, sitting on the edge of getting it running all year is a feeling that you can tolerate. It's an emotional roller coaster, but you'll do it. It's better than having teams that you don't think have a chance.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
Be mad at this team, and we're gonna have fun being mad at the team.
Oh, sure,
but the team can play.
But it's why I really did, man. I watched that game and I left it like, man, I saw some things there that I liked. I saw some personnel that I liked, and
Sam. Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 The Ville.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Lang. When Matthew McConaughey plays you in a movie, as he did me in 2005's Two for the Money, you have to maintain a certain image. That's hard to do when you're going bald. I needed to do something, and it needed to be done fast. Parsley Waldman's Hair Center came to the rescue. Louisville, and the Midwest's premier hair treatment center not only gave me my hair back, but my self-confidence as well. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out how you can start your journey back to a full head of hair today. I can tell you firsthand, from the minute you walk in the door to the time you leave, you are treated as if you were in a 5-star hotel. And now that it's been a year since my surgery, I look back at pictures from a couple years ago, I don't even look like the same person. The procedure was an amazing success, and it has totally reframed my face. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how you can get your hair back today. Visit hairsurgery.com, that's hairsurgery.com, and tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you are ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Military veteran Jeff Platt and girlfriend Summers Montgomery fell in love with a ring they saw on their very first visit to Genesis Diamonds.
The excitement on her face when she saw that, I'll never forget.
It was a stunning handcrafted ring by designer Jack College with a rare Asher-cut diamond, but they didn't buy it. In fact, they spent an entire year shopping around, but nobody could beat Genesis when it came to design, value, and selection.
The number one common thing was they didn't even have the cut. No one had it. They had to order it. The choices were just not there like it is here at Genesis.
And nobody had the designer names Genesis has, so getting that wow factor wasn't easy.
And so every time we looked at another ring, the look wasn't there, the smile, the enthusiasm.
Yeah, it's pretty, but it's not the ring.
Of course, they ended up back at Genesis, and today they're happily married, and Summers is wearing the ring of her dreams.
It shines. It's just a gorgeous ring.
And Jeff?
I will highly recommend this to everybody that I run across. I won't go anywhere else to buy jewelry after this experience.
Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they are exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call. Great job, Steve. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Results may vary. See website for details. 2020 is here, and so is finally having 2020 vision. Now is the time to get your free LASIK exam at Jaffe LASIK to see if LASIK is right for you. LASIK can be a life changer, literally giving you 2020 vision in minutes. Don't wait any longer because it's by far the best time to see if LASIK can work for you. That's right. If you're looking for LASIK in Louisville, Jaffe Custom LASIK has advanced custom LASIK technology, and now for the best price of just $295 per eye. Jaffe is the choice for fast, easy, and affordable LASIK. Jaffe LASIK can correct nearsightedness, farsightedness, and astigmatism. And now for the best price of just $295 per eye in Louisville. Start your 2020 with 2020 vision. Schedule your free LASIK exam today to see if LASIK is right for you. Dial ** 2020 or visit JaffeLASIK.com. Call and schedule your free LASIK exam. Just dial ** 2020 on your mobile phone now or visit JaffeLASIK.com. Dial ** 2020. The exam is absolutely free. Just dial ** 2020 on your mobile phone now. That's ** 2020. Dial ** 2020.
At Which Wich, they believe that a great sandwich has the power to make any day better. Which Wich has launched their new favorites menu, including clubs with top-quality grilled and breaded chicken, plus new shakes, including birthday cake, the famous Courtney's Cookie, and yellow M&M shakes. 2 area locations, 221 South Hurstman Parkway and Old Brownsville Crossing. Mention ESPN, you'll get a large build-your-own Which for just $6.80. Order online or download the new app. Which Wich, superior sandwiches.
We
We always have our focus around here at ESPN Louisville. Not focus with an F, but with a PH.
Focus is our go-to drink when it's time for a pick-me-up around the office. Focus is a naturally energizing caffeinated sparkling water, so it's free of any of the bad stuff you find in sodas and energy drinks.
So pick up a Focus around Louisville at places like Kroger, Lucky's, Rainbow Blossom, Heine Brothers, Paul's Fruit Market, and CVS. And save 15% when you use code ESPN15 at drinkfocus.com. PHOCUS. Try it today.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
You're listening to Middays with Marcus Maben, broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Was there a particular reason you wanted to go for that one, or is that just the point that
No, I just the point there that I will say, like Coach Mack, Texter says, wasn't Coach Mack's offense is ranked pretty high at Xavier, maybe when he gets this type of player. I won't necessarily say the player thing, but we know he can coach offense. Like coming in, we were worried about what? His defense. Coming in, we were like, okay, we're going to have to get used to 80 to 74 games. Like, we just can't stop nobody. Well, I think his defense, he's shown us that he can coach defense. We know he can coach offense. So that's one thing. That's one reason I'm not too freaked out. It may not materialize this season.
And your players are your players, man.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Steven Enoch. Actually, I won't go to Steven Enoch just yet. I'll start with Dwayne Sutton. We all agree. We love, respect, adore, admire, cherish Dwayne Sutton. Mm-hmm. You're going to love that name forever. It's going to make you feel good when you say that name for the rest of your life on this planet. You know, when your son or your daughter says, "Who's Dwayne Sutton?" Mm-hmm. You're going to go, "Oh, God. He's the best."
Yeah.
Now, you're going to do that.
Tell you about Dwayne.
Yeah, for the rest of your life. Sit down, son. Let me tell you about this guy named Dwayne Sutton.
Yeah.
He asked me at school today, said his uncle's Dwayne Sutton. Oh, my God. That kid should be your friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you're going to feel. But here's the thing. Dwayne Sutton gets a play early in the game where gets the defense shifting. The entire lane in front of him opens right up.
Yeah.
At the basket, to the left is kind of Jordan there, and Diakite to his left. In front of the rim, and when I mean in front of the rim, not between he and the rim, but if you put J Huff in front of the rim, like in the middle. When I tell you people, there's a lane and a freaking runway that Dwayne has. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about he has everybody who's ever tried to dunk in a game or anybody who's ever tried to just dunk on any kind of goal. When the lane opens up and you have 4 steps from the 3-point line to the basket.
Yeah.
2 dribbles and 3 or 4 steps. Dwayne, what if I told you Dwayne had that opportunity?
It was the most anticlimactic thing I've ever watched. Because when he took off, I was like, oh.
I mean, when you saw it lining up, if you had somebody sitting to the left or the right of you, you grabbed him by the arm and was like, hold on tight. Right? Mm-hmm. Dwayne Sutton got to that basket and didn't even try to dunk it. He expected one of the guys to try to block it. They kind of made a half-hearted attempt.
Yeah.
Dwayne started moving the ball around to like go underwater, the reverse layup.
Yeah.
And he misses it, kind of gets it partially blocked, and he screams, and the referee kind of gives him a token, that was a bad call. Let's just say that was a bad call because Dwayne Sutton did not do his job on that play.
Right.
So can you imagine if somebody had you dead to rights, right? Like, just somebody makes a pass and a guy has an opportunity to dunk on you.
Yeah.
A full lane run up, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't. He doesn't even try to dunk on you. Because, listen, those two guys, Diakite and Huff, they had signed a verbal contract that they knew they were probably going to get dunked on here. Mm-hmm. They were going to yell at whoever was guarding Dwayne about letting that guy get that much of a running start. And this happened early in the game, right?
Yeah.
When Dwayne Sutton decided not to even attempt to dunk that ball as high as he can jump, as athletic as he is, I don't want to say respect level, your intimidation level from Virginia players dropped by 20%.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. I mean, and this is, like I said, I prefaced it with all the love and Coach Mack love. If you don't try to dunk that basketball and you got two big men who are planted, people, in the lane, so there is no charge here. The charge is not in play. There's nothing that can go wrong if you go dunk this ball. If you got a runway and they're standing underneath the basket.
Yeah.
Except for what you did.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Listen.
And the reason I brought that up is because if I needed a tough person to make a tough play to get us a bucket, and I said, Dwayne Sutton, we're going to give you the ball, and we're going to move everybody out of the way except for two people that are right underneath the basket. In no position to really block you unless they make a phenomenal play. If you don't go at that basketball goal with an aggressive mentality of not only getting fouled but dunking on somebody, what am I supposed to do if I'm Coach Mack?
Yeah.
There's two things I can do: take you out, or keep playing you.
Yeah.
What do you do in that situation if you're Chris Mack?
It's a brutal situation.
I get mad. Emotional guy gets mad and says, Sam, get him out of there.
Yeah.
And then I say, son, if you're not going to dunk that, you know what I'm saying? Like, why am I got to play somebody else.
Yeah.
You had an opportunity that everybody in the gym knew you were supposed to dunk that ball.
Yeah.
But it's Dwayne. So what do? You let him play and you say, you wait till the commercial break
TV time.
Yeah, you wait for the next dead ball and say, Dwayne, you got to go dunk that ball. And Dwayne says, yeah, you're right. And you go back out there.
I know.
And Coach Mack turns around and he says, there is nothing I can do about that. I can't take him out the game. He did get fouled, which is why I hate when you say things like, two bites.
I know.
I hit the bites.
I know.
I hit the free throws.
You hit the free throws, but the problem is he didn't hit free throws. It's the free throws, and I'm like, whatever.
Another situation.
Yeah.
The Stephen Enoch mugging.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'll play the game.
Yeah.
That you got mugged. I'll also play the game. The reason I do these quirky things and I give these nicknames of what people need to do, right? I say Screaming Stephen Enoch, right? Mm-hmm. I guarantee you, if Stephen Enoch flails and goes,
mm-hmm.
I guarantee the referee calls foul. That's how Diakite gets his fouls. That's how you get.
Are we?
Yes, the call lines are.
Hey, John, are we not taking calls today?
The lines are off, it would appear. Brian's trying to sabotage y'all.
Fair enough.
Hey, Brian. Get Brian.
He's running off now. He's scared. Here he is. Hang on. What's up?
Hey, Brian, as the host of Middays with Marcus Maven,
open now.
It would be awesome if you were to let me know when the lines are down.
I closed it when we played the clip because there was a phone ringing when we played the Mick Cronin sound, and obviously forgot to reopen those.
Yeah, fair enough. Just let me know next time.
Okay, I just read it on the text line.
Well, you got Chris here in a second.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Yeah, but you get my point. Screaming Steve sets a tone of, that's just attention. Everybody's looking now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason when boxers train, they tell you, like, let out the sound, like your timing, your aggression, mouthpieces give you more, like things like that. Like you have to scream, you have to do things with an aggressive.
When you're lifting.
Yeah, right. When you're doing aggressive things, you have to like scream it, or it just looks like, oh, we can't really tell because he's trying to muscle his way up, but his arms are moving slow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you gotta almost Kobe natural. Remember they start calling foul for him just smacking people who are around. But that's how you get the foul.
Right.
That's how you get the call. You can't be a score. You can't score if you can't do those things at a level of aggression that you force an opponent to match up to. That's another thing. What do you do if you coach Mac and you see that?
Yeah, because the play there, David got the ball in.
And he did a great job
underneath
of making sure he got possession of that ball. Like he fought for the ball.
Yeah, no, Steve did everything right. Up until and I thought Steve was pretty good. So he's just
But that's a play. That's
a perfect play.
That's an example of a play where the reason I played that Coach Mac clip is because at the end of the day, I'm not taking you out. I'm not letting you off the hook by putting you on this bench. Like that's how much I care about y'all's success. That I'm not even gonna if it was about me, I'd be playing for the future.
Yeah.
If Coach Mac said this is about me, I'd be playing Sam. Like anytime I had a chance to play a young guy over an older guy because my future is dependent on these younger guys.
Yeah.
And I got the perfect built-in excuse that you're not my guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If he come in and just did a total overhaul, it would have been like, yeah, it happens.
Yeah. No Louisville fan would have batted an eyelash if Coach Mac looked you right in the press conference and said, "Well, I played David because I'm going to need him for more years than I'm going to need Darius and Fresh."
Yeah.
And nobody would even blink.
Yeah.
I play Aiden because I think he's the future. Everybody say, okay, I care about the program. That's why I play Aiden and Darius and Fresh.
Yeah.
No, look. I'm not going to stop giving y'all the opportunities. You play defense. You give me what I asked for on the defensive end. You're going to play. But as a fan, hardest thing in the world to do, because we're going to say we directly lost because of your figured out your mentality. You know what I'm saying? But that's the guy you heard in that press conference too. And that's why the players respect him. Chris, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on mine?
What's up, Marcus and Steve?
What's up, man?
Hey, traffic must be unbelievable in Louisville today because you guys are clocking overtime on another station.
we had a little fun for a moment.
Okay, I got two things for you. I called in for the pregame show and I said we were playing for a seat at the table. We don't get those fouls because we haven't done it previously. We haven't won. Coach Mack gets that technical because they don't look at him as one of the guys. If Coach K or any other coach does what Coach Mack did, they get it because they've won. They've set their reputation.
No, to your point. Listen, to your point, there's been two technical fouls called on Chris Mack that were like game-changing moments. I think we still ended up winning one of them, but those were two like lack of respect calls. I agree with you 100%.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Once we start winning and we're at that table, he can do those things. What he did was not technical foul
worthy
equivalent. And then secondly, I was watching Coach Mack with that play sheet, and he looked like my wife when we go to a restaurant, just reading the menu, and then asking me, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? It was one of the times when Fresh was just dribble, shot. He kept looking at that play sheet, and I'm with you, Marcus. If we're gonna look like that, let DJ be the guy. We're not gonna have Fresh next year. If we're gonna dribble, shoot, let it be DJ. That way, when he plays next year, he'll get some experience from it. But you can't do a fifth-year senior and let him just dribble you out of a game.
Listen, I appreciate the call. You kind of missed my point with the DJ thing, but I think in hindsight, if you go back, there's two ways he could have saw it. Okay, DJ comes in, gives up the 3-pointer that buries the game. Right. Sure. The other school of thought is if I just trusted DJ with some more blind trust, that he wouldn't have been in that position because of him on the offensive end.
Yeah, because I feel like that I watched him in the last Virginia game and
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. So, Steve.
Yes.
A little bit of news over the last 24 hours. I keep saying the word news. I got to stop using the word news. Steve, are you a fan of social media?
Yes.
Have you been on social media as of late?
Yes.
Did you, by any chance, see a post from our very own Mark Blakenbaker that had a very prominent University of Kentucky point guard, let's just say flashing very, very large amounts of money?
Yes.
What was your opinion when you saw Ashton Higgins bumping that music and just like, listen, because here's the thing, you sent me the video and I'm like, what is he doing? What is he, what? And then I'm like, okay, where is this at?
Right.
This is on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Y'all just getting bold with it now.
Yeah.
So what did you think? Right. First texter. Here's the thing. And keep them coming, texts, please. You know what the first text we get when I bring up that conversation? That's an old video. So at what's considered old, Steve? Anything over anything over 9 days is old.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, because it's, what is it,
like
11 days? Yeah.
11 days
11
old.
days, 11
dated.
Yeah, 11 12 days now. It's February 26th, I think is what they said.
Maybe it was a Valentine's gift.
I know.
You want to know what's really, really funny, Steve? What's so funny? Text a great one. Fake money. That was the next one. Fake. You want to know what's really, really funny? The spins. All of the spins that came, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just some of the funniest things. Let me ask you this. Which spin was the most funny? Out of all the misdirections you read or heard about, which one just caught your attention the most?
Oh, man. Spins. I don't know. Because here's the thing. I don't know that I heard a ton of spins on this one, believe it or not. I just heard a lot of, like, I saw where, like, one guy was, like, going at Blankenbaker and, like, then accused Blankenbaker of being racist.
Listen, you said that. I was going to save that one for me because I didn't think you were going to even stomp in it, right?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, people. I know what pulling the race card looks like.
Yeah.
Listen, you ever heard of reverse race card race? Reverse racism cardism?
Yeah.
Right? The irony of questioning where somebody, okay, let's just say a number. Let's just say $20,000.
Okay.
Let's just call it that, right?
Okay.
The irony of somebody saying you're racist because you dare to question where our college athlete got $20,000 in crisp, clean cash bills.
Yeah.
With the footnote, gotta keep something that they can't touch. Oh my God! You know what I thought, Steve?
Man.
You know what I thought? You know the joke. That's why we can't have nothing.
I know.
Ashton was the reason, in my opinion, that college athletes will never get their name, image, and likeness.
Yes.
He is the reason athletes will never get paid. College athletes will never get paid.
I know.
Because I don't know if y'all want to admit this or not. I don't know if you want to admit this or not, but you should. And you can admit it after the show, because I'm going to tell you, I know you. I can feel this. Everybody who's of adult age, let's just say 30 and over, right?
Okay.
Because that's when you start doing adult things, like real adult things. everybody 30 years old in middle class America, which is, who watches college, right?
Right.
They see $20,000 in cash. Could be $50,000. Who knows, right? But they see that money that he's flashing, right? And every adult man and woman knows that $20,000 would get me out of so much trouble right now.
Yeah.
And I don't mean necessarily trouble, but it would improve my quality of life so much if I could just have that knot that he has right now. He is supposed to be a broke college student playing his heart out for the University of Kentucky and an opportunity at following his dream in the NBA. That's what it's supposed to be. He's suspended right now, and I'm watching this 19-year-old sophomore. Actually, 19 because he reclassified. He left high school a year early. He has $20,000 and he's holding it up to his ear like a damn telephone.
Hang on, let me. He was committed to Georgia, decommitted to reclassify to go to Kentucky. And he's got money in his shoebox.
Don't nobody know nothing? It has been addressed. The red flag that was brought up by the extremely but due to the privacy concerns, we can't answer any more questions. Thank you for coming out and have a nice day.
I think that video's the gist of it, though. Remember the gist?
Yeah.
He's got more money there than we gave Katina Powell.
No. We're getting there. No.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Back in the day, the thing that could get you stoned and flogged in most communities across the planet Earth was being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Right? Like once people started saying, okay, I respect their religion, I don't like it, but I respect it, get away from me, stay away from me, you do your thing.
Sure.
But the one thing we can't stand is a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the guy that gets all our religions join together to fight the hypocrite.
Absolutely.
$3,200?
Was it like 55 total over so many years? $5,500.
And you know the phrase that I heard nonstop. Where did they get the money? Because they were looking for a master plan, a bankroller. They were looking for the big fish, right?
Yeah.
And you know what I said? I sat here for a year and a half, and I said, 3,200 or 5,500 over the course of 2 years? What money?
Mm-hmm.
To listen to Drew Diener, not even Drew, because he just reads the same thing we all read. To hear somebody suggest fake money. I didn't hear any fake ledgers. The Powell transcripts were written with the same pen, in the same form, in one booklet, and it was look, Marcus, she has it written down. Security guard, basketball team, cop.
Yeah.
Fake money? Is that the best you got? But here's the thing. It's not the best you got. That's all you need. Because you know what? You don't have somebody writing down license plate numbers and running them down at the DMV at your university.
Yeah.
And God knows what would happen if you got caught writing down license plate numbers of what players are driving and running them in.
Yeah. Would you say Matt Jones is the best source for Kentucky news for the most part?
100%.
Let me read you a little tweet from his over the past couple years. While it's obviously not great that Jared Vanderbilt and Ashton Hagen's names were mentioned in the documents, the lack of evidence that they agreed to money or ever took any money is obviously good. Well, that's good. Was it KSR here? A little excerpt from KSR. Dawkins also planned to recruit 2019 point guard Ashton Hagans of Cartersville, Georgia, who reclassified to the 2018 class and is a freshman at Kentucky. According to the email, Dawkins wanted to pay Hagans $2,000 per month from October 2017 to October 2018, then $3,000 monthly through April 2020. It's important to note that unlike some of the players mentioned in the plan, there's no proof that Jared Vanderbilt or Hagans agreed to this plan or even met or communicated with Dawkins. For more, click the link below. I didn't know if there was any evidence since then that maybe they took some money.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I know you don't like it, Steve.
So that's good.
But I want people to turn up their volume. And here's the thing. Before I go to the phone lines, I'm going to make, right where it says Dawkins, make sure everybody knows what Dawkins we're talking about.
Yeah.
What Dawkins are we
Christian Dawkins.
You mean FBI Christian Dawkins?
Yeah.
You mean convicted Christian Dawkins? Okay. Right where it says Dawkins, people, I want you, this is coming from KSR. This is coming from KSR.
And it has really nothing to do with KSR. They're probably, that's where you would get the best source of information.
We're giving them props for being on top of their game. Okay, Dawkins, fire away, Steve.
Oh.
You're going to have to read that again. Because people, listen, everybody pulled over their car, and they're sitting at work, and they're telling their coworkers, shut up. I got to hear what Steve Rummage just read one more time.
Yeah, it says Dawkins also planned to recruit 2019 point guard prospect Ashton Hagans of Cartersville, Georgia, who reclassified to the 2018 class and is a freshman at Kentucky. According to the email, Dawkins wanted to pay Hagans $2,000 per month from October 2017 to October 2018, then $3,000 monthly through April 2020. Hang on. March. It's March 20th. It's important to note that unlike some of the players mentioned in the plan, there is no proof that Vanderbilt or Hagans agreed to this plan. This is important because this is also part of the story. That there's no proof that Vanderbilt or Hagans agreed to this plan or ever met or communicated with Dawkins. For more, click the link below. So you've got to put it all out there because that is fair. Just presenting the facts. I don't know. Look, I'm not saying he got that money from
anything nefarious.
No, you don't know. Maybe look, he could have legitly got that money from
anywhere.
So look,
we're just pointing out that there was a deal on the table allegedly from Christian Dawkins, the guy who got busted by the feds. Never to be heard from again in any kind of relationship with any player at Kentucky. Or any other Nike school.
So that's good.
The plan was to pay up until April 2020. Oh my God.
Be interesting to see where he signs out of college. I'll keep an eye on that.
Bad deal. Scratch off the bad loan. Scratch off. Jimmy, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Yeah, how you doing, Marcus? Good. I had to call you today. I've been through 2 rolls of scratch-off tickets, losing after watching that Louisville game.
That stinks.
That sucks.
Hey, Marcus, I got 2 questions to ask you.
I might have an answer.
Help me, Dr. Maven, help me. Why didn't we post up David Johnson up on Mini-Me Clark? And the other question I got is why we got to play the AC tournament in Greensboro every year, and we need to bring the money to the Ville. I got to get back to these losing tickets.
I appreciate the call. That was a spirited Monday call.
Yeah.
First thing, you don't post up David because Denny Crum's not the coach. Coach, I got this dude. I'm getting this ball on the rock. I'm getting this dude on the block. Give me the ball. Tony, hey man, bring that around here. Kihei Clark. Kihei Clark, could you imagine me and Reese with Kihei Clark on the floor?
I know.
You ever see the people?
I know.
Alabama, when they call a play that's gonna go for a touchdown, they do paper, rock, scissors to see who gets the slot spot, right?
Yeah.
Me and Reese would have did paper, rock, scissors to see who gets the guard Kihei Clark today.
Right.
Yeah. We don't. Yeah, this is not the poster guard kind of offense.
That's fair.
Tori, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Hey, guys, thanks for taking my call. Y'all actually stole a little bit of my thunder, but I'll go ahead and say it anyway. So you mean to tell me Mark Blankenbaker posted a little tweet about Higgins? Now, whether it was real money or fake money or wherever he got it from, wherever, he posted a little tweet about that, but yet Matt Jones can have Katina Powell on his radio show. It was probably one of the most listened to shows in the history of KSR. That's okay, but yet Louisville cannot say anything about the almighty BBN. They are such a bunch of hypocrites.
We can.
right.
Yeah.
Can't say anything about them, but they can explode. Because listen, when Rick, and you have to forgive me for this, but I would listen to KSR. And when Rick was the coach of Louisville, Matt Jones on a daily basis would say, "I have some kind of mole in U of L's administration. I know what's going." They're so obsessed with Louisville that it's unbelievable. I'm just happy to be a Louisville fan. Think we're going to make a run here in March. Thanks, guys, for taking my call.
No, listen, I appreciate the call. Again, Steve gave the biggest disclaimer. And here's the thing, too. We don't even care about, like when we're talking about this, we don't care about Ashton Higgins having some money. Steve and I really legitimately don't care. But what we don't like is the underreaction from the investigative journalism. That will not stop until every string is pulled at every ticket sale or every bit of commerce that goes on at the University of Louisville. You know what I'm saying? And the silence is frightening.
Yeah.
The silence is really frightening. Like, that's a story. I mean, even the suspension. Oh, I'm sorry. Even the time off of Ashton Higgins. I listened to the Coach Cal, press conference when he's asked about the question. He's asked that question one time. He says, "You know what? These kids are under a lot of pressure. They got decisions they got to worry about next year. They got families in their ear." That was his response to being asked about. Everybody heard you get into it with Ashton Higgins on the sideline. Mm-hmm. That wasn't a secret. For you to say he asked you for some time off and you saying, "Well, I just hope he, ready to play when we get back, re-inspired."
Yeah.
How mad were you going to be if he would have kicked out of that game?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How mad was he when he found out he kicked out of the game?
That crushed his soul, dude. It's like, no, get back out here, dude.
Isn't it ironic that the two games he's trying to get kicked out are the ones his team played the best?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're like, get back out here, dude. What are you talking about?
Okay, so are we gonna do the break before the grade time, or are we just gonna go right into it?
Whatever you want to do, man.
I tell you what, we'll take our commercial break. Brian Hall's gonna set us up. These grades are gonna be so much fun. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 The Ville.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you are ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Hey Cards fans, Zach here, one of the owners of Great Flood Brewing Company. I'm pleased to announce that our new restaurant at 12717 Shelbyville Road in the Old Wicks is now serving beer, a full menu food, wine, and liquor. We hope you can come out to watch the next U of L basketball game with fellow fans and cheer us right along as we get to the meat of the ACC schedule. We open at 11 a.m. every day with happy hours from 2 to 6 p.m. Hope to see you there.
We are ESPN Louisville. Download the ESPN Louisville app today.
We are on the verge of the madness that this month brings, but don't let your heating or cooling system make you mad. If you have any issues, call who I call, the DFH Company. Purchase a complete train comfort system from DFH Company and get your choice of 12-month special financing or a whole house air cleaner or a Wi-Fi controlled thermostat. It's hard to stop a train, and it's hard to not call DFH Company today at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions subject to credit approval.
Most shoppers today fall into one of two categories. You could be like Dave, who settles for nothing but the finest.
I drive only European luxury sedans, wear the finest Italian leather shoes. My shirts are custom made, and I expect white glove service from those I do business with. I appreciate world-class brands, and at this point in my life, I just don't want to compromise on quality, no matter what I buy.
Or you might be like Steve, whose goal is to always get the best deal.
I'm frugal. I'm all about finding value. I want the best price, and I don't mind going out of my way to get it. I work hard for my money. I just want to make sure when I buy something, I can have confidence in knowing I'm not overpaying for it. Stop being cheap. It's being smart.
You never see these two guys in the same store, except for one.
That's why I shop at Genesis Diamonds.
Genesis Diamonds is that rare shopping experience where you can have it all. Uncompromising luxury and unbeatable value. Exceptional service and the guaranteed best price in America. A premium experience and a smart purchase. This is where the best of all worlds come together. Genesis Diamonds, where Louisville gets engaged. Shelbyville Road Plaza.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call. Great job, Steve. Thank you.
This is Mike Brown, Principal Broker and CEO for On the Move Realtors in Louisville. We are a locally owned company that connects people together, sellers and buyers, owners and tenants. That's our job. We do it every day. Please check out our website to see thousands of homes for sale in the Louisville and surrounding area at www.onthemoverealtors.com or call us at 509-7653. Please feel free to contact On the Move Realtors today for a hassle-free online market analysis of your home. We have realtors standing by to assist you with real estate needs.
Is your bedroom, sunroom, or room over the garage too hot in the summer, maybe too cold in the winter? BJ Heating and Cooling, your local factory authorized Bryant dealer, has teamed up with Bryant Ductless Equipment, whatever it takes to make that room enjoyable again. Bryant mini splits are quiet, efficient, and avoid the installation of bulky ductwork. Give BJ Heating and Cooling a call today to schedule your free estimate and get 0% financing for 3 years with approved credit. Call the experts you can trust at BJ Heating and Cooling.
We always have our focus around here at ESPN Louisville. Not focus with an F, but with a PH.
Focus is our go-to drink when it's time for a pick-me-up around the office. Focus is a naturally energizing caffeinated sparkling water, so it's free of any of the bad stuff you find in sodas and energy drinks.
So pick up a Focus around Louisville at places like Kroger, Lucky's, Rainbow Blossom, Heine Brothers, Paul's Fruit Market, and CVS. And save 15% when you use code ESPN15 at drinkfocus.com. PHOCUS. Try it today.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back, thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, Offices Louisville.
Is your bedroom, sunroom, or room over the garage too hot in the summer, maybe too cold in the winter? BJ Heating and Cooling, your local factory authorized Bryant dealer, has teamed up with Bryant Ductless Equipment, whatever it takes to make that room enjoyable again. Bryant mini splits are quiet, efficient, and avoid the installation of bulky ductwork. Give BJ Heating and Cooling a call today to schedule your free estimate and get 0% financing for 3 years with approved credit. Call the experts you can trust at BJ Heating and Cooling.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Again, shout out. Congratulations, Lachlan. Your team played well. They played better than us. They deserve to win. I wanted to make sure you got that on air and you could get your little clip of that. I'm not happy about it at all. And then I'm going to be this guy. We're still a better team. We just didn't play as well as we should have.
Yeah, no. They deserved the dub, man. They showed up on senior night. They got it done. They built the lead.
You slipped that one in there too. Senior night.
It's tough to go in there and win, man.
Especially because of senior night.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Brian Hall, let the grading commence.
All right, so we want to start with the least amount of minutes, so we go with Malik Williams, who played 7 minutes on 0 of 2 shooting. No points, 1 rebound, 1 turnover.
So, Steve, I don't know if you want to bring your exact conference room talk this to the table, but sure. I will if you don't.
Yeah, no, sure. Absolutely. It did look like Malik was a little hobbled, maybe still, like not really hobbled, but like I could see where you could say he's not totally. But the reason why I'm really fighting back and forth on whether I want to give him an incomplete or actually give him like a C is because at the end of the day, those 2 shots he missed, the announcer was kind of like, well, Malik's obviously not. I'm like, no, that kind of looks like what he does offensively.
That looked like
both of those were buckets.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to score there both times.
If you're 6'10",
yeah,
you have to be able to score those or get fouled.
Yeah, like you have to score.
And they both jumped, and if you know you can't jump, and you didn't even try to pump fake, and then try to draw the foul, you know what I'm saying? Like those are. We like all the stuff that Malik brings to the table, but him getting the ball right under the basket is like it's the most ineffective part of his game.
Yeah, 100%.
Like he just does not like that contact, and like I said, he spreads, like when he jumps down around contact, he spreads his legs instead of bending and jumping.
I know. So
he really has a problem around contact.
I'll go ahead and I'll give him an incomplete because I do know 7 minutes is right on my incomplete line.
So if he gets those buckets some kind of way, does he play a lot more minutes?
Probably. Right. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know.
For now, we'll give him an incomplete. We'll revisit that one later on.
Yeah.
Malik with the incompletes for the first grade. Brian Hall.
You got it. So next up, we got Darius Perry, who played 17 minutes on 1 of 3 shooting. All 3 of those were 3-point attempts. He had 3 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, no turnovers.
I'm bouncing between. I swear, I'm bouncing between an A- and a B+. Because I'm gonna go B+ because I think the plus sounds like is driving the point home a little more than a minus. So I'm going to give him a B+ because I'm like, in 17 minutes, you had 3 points, 2 assists. So that means you accounted for about 6-7 points. You had 1 rebound and you played great defense. I didn't think his shots were bad. He only took 3. 1 was questionable. 2 of the 3 were open, and the 1 tied the game. It took some stones to pull that shot. So, and it was good. It was in transition. I mean, when he shot it, actually, I didn't feel, you know how sometimes he'll take a shot and you're like, oh, Darius.
Yeah.
Like when he pulled it, I was like, as it's in the air, I'm like, make or miss. This is a good shot.
Yeah. It's in the rhythm of the game.
Yeah.
Which Mac only talks about as long as it's in the rhythm of the game.
I thought he was good, man. I'll go B+. I'll go B+ for Darius, man. I was really happy with what he did in 17 minutes.
A.
It's fair.
A, because of not of just what he. A, not because of what he did on the court in the possession. When he had he changed the posture of Kihei Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Darius Perry actually changed. You remember I opened the show, or early in the show, I talked about Dwayne Sutton. And when Dwayne Sutton had that runway to the basket and did not try to dunk, you know what I'm saying, and had nobody in between them, just a guy who could have had a chance to block it, but that's about it. You're supposed to break that kid's arm with that level of runway you had.
Yeah.
Literally, and I don't mean it in a mean way. I mean, you're dunking so hard that if he sticks his hand up here, his wrist is going to bend back and crack on the rim.
Absolutely.
Like, I'll do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne is strong enough to physically do that to Jay Huff.
Yep.
So,
I can't stand him.
Darius Perry changed the posture of the guards that he guarded. You know what I'm saying? He made everybody uncomfortable passing the ball. I'm telling you, it like what Zion did with the RJ Barrett and Zion kind of made our team kind of shrink. You know, last year, you know, scared to pass the ball, scared to dribble, scared to shoot. Darius brought that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's tough to do single-handedly. And his intensity, like I say, he brought the bench into it. You know what I'm saying? He brought. By the way, bench, you get a bad grade for this one. Our bench we weren't into it. We weren't into it like we should have been.
Okay.
Darius brought us into that one. He gets an A in my book. I think he was an A.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's that was the performance you were looking for when you keep saying Darius is going to win us a game in the tournament.
Yeah.
So we can't lose you.
Right.
Because you're having an elite defensive ability and defensive intensity.
I know. I loved what he did, man.
Yeah, A.
I'm fair. That's fair.
Yeah, the one force is why he didn't get an A+. That one when he tried to get fouled at the end of the game. You know, yeah, that was, you know, I get that one. You try to come back. I would have gave you A+. But go ahead.
All right, next up we got Samuel Williamson, who played 18 minutes on 2 of 4 shooting. It was 1 of 3 from 3. He had 5 points, 4 rebounds, no assists, 1 steal, 1 block, no turnovers.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm listening, Steve.
This was one that I kept alluding to when I kept saying there were personnel.
You couldn't wait.
Watching this game.
You couldn't wait from Saturday night to Monday.
I know. There were moments in this game where Louisville where I was watching them and felt like, you know, maybe. like maybe they can. And you can take whatever your can is.
Yeah.
Your can may be Sweet 16. Mm-hmm. Your can may be Elite 8, Final Four, National Championship.
Right.
Whatever your can is. But there was moments. And every single one of those moments, Sam Williamson was in the game. And the moves. And here's the thing. It's not a one-game thing. This has been consistently kind of coming along.
Mm-hmm.
That he's starting to defensively make plays. He's starting to now effectively drive and put up a shot.
Put some pressure on the defense.
Yeah. 4 rebounds, or what did he end up with? 4 rebounds in the game. And we're talking on 18 minutes. 2 of 4, 50% from the field. Like, the way he moves the ball. The way he kind of does everything.
Yeah, he's smart. He knows how to play basketball.
I feel like there's times when he's on the court that I'm like, this looks like a big time team. Like,
and for those of you who are not on YouTube, Steve is smirking the entire time.
I know. I can't help it because I mean, it was really like they feel like they could do it. And for me, my do it is get to the national championship game. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I just can never hardly win the national championship on anybody because that's just that's so hard to do. But I'm like, yeah, get to Atlanta is kind of my do it, and when he's in the game, coming along like he is, like I'm really waiting for his 12, 14 point game here in the next week or so. Like,
I'm gonna grade that one. You haven't given a grade yet though.
Yeah, I was gonna go A.
I was just gonna say, Texter. The Darius stiff leg celebration scares me. Like he does that so hard, I'm like scared that he's gonna hurt his leg.
He's intense when that happens.
You know what I'm saying? Like If I'm Coach Mack, I'm like, listen, stop doing that. Find another way to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Your leg is so stiff and you stomp so hard that I'm just like, stop doing that. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Sam Williamson. Steve. Yes, yes, and yes. And I don't know how much of a grade this is going to move the coach. But Sam on the court makes me grade Coach Mack one step less. He gets a half a grade loss.
Yeah.
Because with the way Sam looks on the basketball court, there is no way that Jordan Ward plays 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I was like harshly disappointed about, like the Fresh thing doesn't kill me, because if you go back and look at it with your basketball eyes, I explained to people earlier, when Fresh Kimball had the ball, his option was left wing to Jordan, other wing to either Ryan or not a great position with Steven. Nobody can dribble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He has the best opportunity. Get a switch, maybe get somebody who's a little lax, and then try to beat him. I think they should have been in an emotional offense, but, as a player, I know that feeling.
Yeah.
When nobody's really diving and popping out to get the ball, like, go back and look at it. Like, his options wasn't there to really dish. Okay. Sam, looking at Sam on a court at Virginia, with his minutes, his point production, his rebound, he doesn't kill you on the boards. You know what I'm saying? Jordan gives up he gives up his share of defensive buckets. You know what I'm saying? So 40 minutes just can't happen. 40 minutes just can't happen with Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, you know what I'm saying? You got to trust Sam more than that.
Yeah.
To be the third lowest, minute total, the way he's been playing. And again, if there was something he was doing that's just getting you crushed, I would have noticed it by now. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm with you because
and on the wing, he's one of the better dribblers.
I mean, like I said, it's crazy, but like a texter said, I mean, the play. I know Steve got called for 3 seconds or whatever, but I mean, the play where Sam dove to the basket, Steve dropped it off, Sam went up and underscored. It's like, dude, he can play.
You're right. Like even the inconsequential 3-pointer at the end of the game.
Yeah.
This is you're in a comeback, you're in a clutch moment. I mean, yeah, you're probably not gonna get this win, but you step in there, you knock it down. Sam was definitely an A, which again, that makes me a little bit more upset about Jordan playing 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, basketball is tough, man. It's tough. And we're asking Jordan to go to the basket more. We're asking Jordan to move around more. So when you're asking a player to give you more motion and you still give him more minutes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Either he's not cutting like he should be, or you're just playing him, or you playing him too much.
Yeah.
You can't have 40 minutes. A for Sam. B Hall.
Next up, we got Ryan McMahon, who played 23 minutes on 2 of 4 shooting. He was 2 of 3 from 3 with 9 points, no rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, no turnovers.
Ryan's interesting. I'll go B. See, this grading segment is furthering my point. It's helping me further my point to myself
about why you felt the way you felt after the
yeah. Because when I'm doing these grades and I'm like, why am I giving everybody B's and A's?
Right? You got 2 A's and a B.
Yeah, it's like, man. I mean, but Ryan, I mean, defensively, I mean, he was.
Kihei Clark got at him.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, like Kihei Clark. Listen. He's a hard guard to stay in front of. It's tournament time. Point guards are really, really good at tournament time. They can get around you and get to the basket.
But 9 points, 3 assists.
He got fouled when the guy was a little too close to him. He got the call.
Yeah.
On the 3-point.
Did you say no turnovers for Ryan?
No turnovers.
Hey, 9 points, 3 and B. I mean,
yeah,
it's a pretty good game.
Yeah,
66% from 3, which means 2 of 3.
Yeah, they listen. They went after you. Like I said, Kihei Clark got that bucket. But you think about. I mean, yeah, he posted
Good
up,
math, right?
but he shot a fadeaway. Like you forced him into a fadeaway bucket. He hit a nice shot on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, B. Yeah, I'm right there with you.
So that concludes the bench. Now we're going to the starters, and actually, David Johnson should have been first because he played less minutes than Ryan McMahon. But David Johnson played 20 minutes on 1 of 2 shooting. He had 2 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 3 turnovers.
Why he only played 20 minutes? You got one dude that can create. Man.
I gotta say this, man. I think coach was harsh on David in that post game.
Okay.
Just calling him out for not having a good game. It's the pack line defense. It wasn't a lot of movement around.
Yeah.
He gave up. Like I said, the scouting report was make Kihei Clark shoot over the top of you no matter what. That's why he gets the 3-pointer. They better stop letting Beverly try to fight LeBron every time, because the moment LeBron tries to smack him, you know what I'm saying, LeBron's going to go to jail for being a bully.
I know.
You stop letting him do stuff like that.
I do like how LeBron just ignores him, though, most of the time. Just like, give me the ball, shut up.
Okay.
Yeah.
David Johnson. He attacked the basket early. He was looking to pass, though. He wasn't looking to finish. That's understandable, but I don't think he got a lot of opportunity to get himself out of it.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll give him a C. I'll just give him a raw C.
Yeah, I was going to give him a B- just because, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist.
C plus.
I can only grade you on what I saw, even though I personally think.
And when I watched the first half, he played excellent defense.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll go B- though. I can't do much more than that. He's 1 of 2. Probably should have took more than 2 shots. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. You should have attacked the basket more than twice.
Yeah.
C plus still.
Yeah.
He's good on the court. Like I said, effective steals or rebounds. You got 4 rebounds.
Yeah.
You're a point guard. I'll take it. Yeah. Like I said, he's C plus. I'll give him a C plus.
All right. The other hometown player we got is Dwayne Sutton, who played 24 minutes on 1 of 2 shooting, 0-1 from 3. He had 3 points, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, no turnovers.
I gotta give Dwayne a C, man. It kind of hurts, but it's like he just wasn't really effective.
5,
No, 2 shots.
Yeah.
Listen, 2 shots. The opportunity to punch on somebody in the beginning. You like I said, you chased the offensive rebounds late, but didn't come up with anybody. This is the game where you made this joke, you know what I'm saying? And I knew it came from a place of love, like I said. Mm-hmm. When you say Dwayne Sutton gets honorable mention, right?
Yeah. And
this is why you got honorable mention, because Dwayne, we need Dwayne here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll repeat it because this is the most important thing I'm going to say in the whole grading segment about Dwayne Sutton. We needed all of Dwayne active. You had the opportunity to send a message early. You didn't, and when I scout games and when I judge games based on if you came to play or not, it's another one. Like, you got to give up your minutes to Sam if you're not going to go attack that, because that's why we like you. Because you're the fearless one. You're the guy who's going to drive in and get the contact. And if you can't recognize that at this point, then it's like,
I know
this is bad. That this team needed you really, really, really bad, because the toughness part wasn't there. They were playing hard, but the toughness calling card is what we needed and what you didn't give. C-.
Fair.
Next up, we got Steven Enoch, who played 24 minutes on 5 of 9 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3. He finished with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 4 turnovers.
4 turnovers. Listen, I'm gonna stay B, because here's where I'm going with that. I said it last week. As the Virginia Tech game went along, he started to post more desperately. Mm-hmm. Started to play. I thought that carried over into the Virginia game. I mean, even the first bucket he had, I mean, he was right there. And like
when he missed?
Yeah, and he went up and it went everywhere but in. And I was like, okay, all right. That, like, at some point I'm like, who's cursed him? Because I'm like, he did everything right there. 4 turnovers is pretty rough. I mean, I have to go back and really look. I mean, I can't remember them.
Yeah,
mean, like, what?
You know, I'm gonna tell you what. Like, he ensured that he's gonna get double for the rest of the season.
Well, I think we know from. I mean, if you've watched Steve Enoch, you know that the double team bothers him. I mean, that's
and he just, like I said, he steps away from it when the first smell of double team. Like, they don't even have to come all the way to double team.
And he steps right into the corner.
I know
every time.
I know. He's and it's like, Steve, like, you're tall, but these good teams got tall guys too. Like, they got David Johnsons that they can catch or skip pass.
Yeah.
It's not gonna, you're gonna have to make your moves quicker. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to make them come all the way and be strong with the ball. It's hard to take on a trap. Like, okay, when the coach says take on the trap, you know what I'm saying? It's like saying sit in the pocket when the pocket's collapsing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you have the ability to get out of this pocket when it starts looking like it's collapsing, 99% of people get out of the pocket because it looks like it's collapsing. The best.
What's this? Did we not? Did you give David a C? Or what? I mean, do you think Texter said you can't grade David objectively? Do you think he should have got an F?
What did I give David?
You gave him a C. Give him a B minus. What? I mean, should he have gotten an F? Are you saying David was an F the other day?
What are they saying?
Because if so, you can't objectively. So you stop.
Were they saying I was being too harsh or too good?
No, I'm assuming they're saying too good.
That's too high?
Yeah, I'm
a
like,
C is too high for David.
He played 20 minutes. What? My God.
Whoever got mad over a C?
I know.
Either way, I feel like Brian.
I know.
He's wanting the David Johnson. What if that was Coach Mack?
Probably was.
Give him a Marcus. Give him an F so the public will stop talking to me about David Johnson. Where was I, Steve? On Steve. Were we on Steve?
Yeah, we were wrapping up Steve.
I can't remember where we were.
Steven Enoch gets a C. He gets a C. Like I said, you came to play. I was just talking about guys, coming to play versus making the play. Steve, I felt like he came to play. I feel like you left too much food. So, like, kind of take a page out of your book when you say, Steve, like, you don't get any more, a kid glove treatment. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get those buckets. Beautiful move, beautiful position. You turn around, you hit that hook, you got to get it. The late foul, you have to go up with ferocity. This is the championship on the line.
Yeah.
The ball's in your hands. A championship banner is right there in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Yes, they were fouling you, but you didn't fire out of your posture like this ball has to go in, like my life depends on it. You didn't fire with that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I thought you came to play, and I thought you try to do the right things and all that stuff. But that's why you're at average C instead of banner.
Yeah.
Like fact.
Right. That's fair.
Next up, we got Fresh Kimball, who played 27 minutes on 1 of 8 shooting, 0 of 4 from 3, with 3 points, 6 assists, 1 turnover.
Here's what I hate in doing this. Up until the last few minutes of the game, I thought Fresh was pretty good. I thought he was having a pretty good game. Like, I mean, not great.
Mm-hmm.
But, he was having a...
But here's the thing: you're allowed to judge a point guard on big moments because
I know
because that's how point guards are judged.
And he just down the stretch was terrible. I mean, you just because I'll play your game and say if I pass it to everybody, they pass it back. Sure, but you're the point guard. You got to be able to make a play. If
you
got
to be able to get around.
If not, I've got to get David in the game who can make a play.
Or you got to just stick your head down and get to the basket, come hell or high water.
I know. Yeah, I got to go D2, man. Like, and that's why I say I hate
6 assists. 6 assists kept him out of failure territory.
Yeah.
You played good defense.
gosh, I mean, just 5 chances.
Yeah, but you're just still graded on a point guard grade. Like, because here's the thing. I also have to judge you based on the opportunity you got, and you got a lot more opportunity than Darius and David. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot more opportunity than Darius and David in that game. D.
Yeah.
All right, so our last player we got is Jordan Nwora, who played 40 minutes, played every minute. 6 of 17 shooting, 4 of 9 from 3, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers.
We can argue. That's fine, but he's an A for me. I listen. I think Jordan's shot selection is amazing right now. I think he is legitimately buying into changing his role around a little bit. I thought his body language was good. I know you're upset that he gets hung up on screens and stuff like that and all that stuff, but listen. Since we're talking Ashton Hagans and all the money he's getting, Jordan's not getting paid to be. I know. I saw that. It's not.
That's the one I'm talking about though. With the
okay.
TikToks with the.
That's pretty funny.
There's some good funny.
For me, Jordan is. Jordan's not. I don't need him to be like. All world defensively.
I do. C plus Jordan Nwora.
That's insane. He had 18 and 11.
I think they gave him some rebounds that normally weren't going to be his.
Listen, if that's Jordan's C game, then if we get an A game out of him, we'll never be beat.
I gave him a C plus.
Okay, at least you gave him a C plus.
I'm not doing this stat 18 and 11 guy. I'm looking at him. I don't like the way D. Kite just went around you and dunked and was screaming in your face. I just think Jordan got it. I can't go 5 minutes without a bucket from my first teamer. I can't not get a bucket out of you. I got to be able to give you the ball, and you got to be able to go get some money.
Yeah, but he usually does.
Off the catch and shoot. We can't get anything going to the basket. If you're a scorer, you got to be able to get fouled. You got to be able to get the ball on the wing. You got to go down to the baseline, pop out, give me the ball, just like some other guy did.
I know, but I feel like he did. I feel like he drove. I thought he was making like. Listen, I
need more out of him.
I think his selection. I don't know. Maybe
I'll give you credit. Shot selection. I do think it's improved, but I think with your improved shot selection offense, we're losing a little bit of the.
Maybe my standard has lowered for him a little bit, but I don't know. I think he's playing all right. Thought he played good.
C plus.
It's fair.
Barely. It's some good numbers, man. Golly. By the way, superlatives come out. Trey Jones, Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. That's bull. That's just not true.
Did you expect anything else?
That's just that he got